stories of Goldilocks and Little Red Riding Hood. These stories have been told for generations to millions of children. But what if what we have always been told isn't quite the truth? What if our view of these characters would change if we heard the other side of the story?
Well, judge for yourself as you hear the tales of Goldilocks and Little Red Riding Hood, told from a slightly different point of view.
Of course, you think Goldilocks was a brat who broke in and trashed our house. You don't know the other side of the story yet. Well, let me tell you. Believe me, Goldilocks rocks. The Story of the Three Bears, as told by Baby Bear, by Nancy Moon.
First things first, my name is not Baby Bear. It's Sam, and I'm not nearly as wee or small or tiny as people think. And Goldilocks? Ever since she broke into my house, she's been one of my best buddies. It's true that she takes a lot of chances, but she's not a bad kid. Well, at least no worse than me. Let me tell you the real story, and you'll see.
It all started when I complained about my breakfast. Porridge again? And the next thing I knew, we were all at the door for a walk.
Dad, also known as Papa Bear, grumbled something like, "He'll eat it if he's hungry enough."
At first, I lagged behind.
"Stay where we can see you," Baby Bear called, aka Mama Bear.
I ran ahead.
"Not so fast, Baby Bear."
I stamped my foot. My name is Sam! And then I ducked into the wood and took my secret shortcut home.
When I reached her house, I heard a voice. Someone was inside.
I didn't know what to do. Should I run to Mom and Dad for help, or should I chase off the intruder myself?
Baby Bear would have made a run for it, but not Sam. I peeked through the kitchen window. The girl was taking pictures with her cell phone.
Ha! This'll teach Little Red Riding Hood to double dare me, she muttered. Goldilocks does not lose a truth or dare.
She paused in front of the porridge bowls.
Ew!
I liked her already.
Goldilocks took a picture of herself in my dad's chair, then my mom's chair.
You want proof, little Miss Hoodie? She asked. Here it is.
Next, she took a picture of herself in my chair. When she got up, the chair stuck to her rear. She wobbled around. She jumped up and down. Finally, she gave the chair a good whack, and it came off in pieces.
Oops, there goes my allowance.
See, she meant to pay us back. Not that I cared. The chair was way too small for me to.
Upstairs, Goldilocks slipped off her shoes, which was very thoughtful of her. And took some video of herself jumping on my dad's bed and my mom's bed.
I can't believe I'm doing this, she giggled.
Now, jumping on the beds is not allowed in my house. This was my one and only chance to get away with it. I tapped at the window. Heck! Let me in, I begged. I won't tell. Goldilocks opened the window and we introduced ourselves. She apologized for breaking in. We were really quite civilized.
Then we jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped until we heard my mom calling from the woods. "Baby Bear, where are you?"
Goldilocks raised an eyebrow. Baby Bear? She asked. Seriously?
Never mind. Here's my plan.
I ran downstairs just as my parents were coming in.
"Baby Bear," Mom exclaimed. "Thank goodness you're okay.
There's an intruder upstairs."
You know better than go around making up stories."
They sat down to eat their porridge, their cold, dried out porridge.
I brought in my broken chair. See, the intruder did this.
What a naughty thing to do, wrecking a perfectly good chair just to get our attention.
But I saw her. Come on.
I tucked them upstairs and showed them the messy covers on their beds.
"Baby Bear, you know that jumping on the beds is a big no-no," Mom scolded.
But the intruder, I said, pushing them towards my room.
And as soon as we reached my bed, boo! Goldilocks yelled.
What happened next was priceless.
"Run," Dad cried. "To our safe place," Mom screeched. "And if we don't make it, I love you with all my heart."
I made sure they saw me chasing Goldilocks through the woods. In between her fake screams and my pretend growls, we traded phone numbers.
Mom and Dad were so impressed with my courage that they gave me everything I asked for. A bigger chair, spicy breakfast burritos instead of porridge, and a promise to stop calling me Baby Bear.
Well, there was one thing I didn't get.
Can't I just jump on the beds just once in a while?
"No," my parents said. "Absolutely not."
Hey, it was worth a try. In the story of Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf is the villain. Isn't he? Or is he simply misunderstood? You be the judge.
Of course you think I did a horrible thing by eating Little Red Riding Hood and her granny. You know the other side of the story. Well, let me tell you.
Honestly, Red Riding Hood was rotten. The story of Little Red Riding Hood, as told by the wolf, by Tricia Speed Shasky.
Chomp, chomp. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just finishing my lunch. My name's Wolf, Big Bad Wolf. You may have heard the story of Little Red Riding Hood, about a girl and her granny. Seems everyone has. My tale is different. Did I say tail? I meant tail.
Once upon a time, I ran out of food. Completely. The cupboards are bare, the freezer too. And I'd eaten every last vegetable and fruit in the garden. Every one.
Other wolves might have bunched up little forest critters, chipmunks, bunnies, squirrels, but I'm a vegetarian. That's right, I don't eat meat. Well, I try not to. I love apples. Honey Crisp, Big Lady, Old Delicious, any kind really. But sadly, it was a long time until apple harvest. I hadn't eaten in weeks. My stomach growled and howled. It moaned and droned. It even roared. Then my nose took over.
I took a whiff. What was it?
A girl.
I took a whiff. What was it?
Cake, butter, and this forest, I had to investigate. And there she was, Little Red Riding Hood. She looked as plump and juicy as a big, sweet apple.
Little Red waved her cape. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Aren't I pretty?
Was she admiring herself in that puddle?
With this cape, I'm even prettier than usual.
Boy, someone sure was full of herself.
My stomach growled.
Little Red twirled a strand of hair. Mother says the cape looks grand with my skin. My skin shines like pearls.
For the meat of a ripe apple, I thought, licking my chops.
Remember, I hadn't eaten in weeks. Time to jump.
But then Little Red said, I can't wait until Granny sees how pretty I am today. I'm bringing her cake and butter from my mother.
My stomach howled. 2 meals, I thought. Granny for breakfast, Little Red for lunch, and cake and butter for dessert.
Where does Granny live?
Little Red pointed. Down there, in the clearing, the brown house.
I knew that house, and I had a plan.
Let's play a game.
Little Red smiled. I'm awesome at games.
I bet you are. You take this path, I'll take that path. And let's see who arrives at Granny's first.
I will. I'm the prettiest and the fastest.
I bet you are.
My stomach moaned before it groaned. I ran. No one knows the forest like I do. I chose the shorter path. I took a whiff. What was it? Apple air freshener?
Tap, tap. I knocked on the door.
Who's there?
Your granddaughter. I brought you cake and butter from Mother.
Doors open. Granny tugged at her nightcap. Green. Isn't it pretty?
Pretty like a Granny Smith apple, I thought.
Aren't I pretty?
You must have heard the saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, it's true.
My stomach roared.
What's that noise?
Chomp, chomp. I had to eat her. She was no Macintosh apple, but not too bad. I still felt hungry.
Tap, tap. Little Red knocked on the door.
Who's there? I called out, crawling into Granny's bed.
Your granddaughter. I brought you cake and butter from Mother.
Doors open.
Little Red walked in and caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror. Isn't my cake pretty, Granny? Aren't I pretty?
I clenched my teeth.
Granny, what deep dark eyes I have.
The color of apple seeds.
Granny, what perfect ears I have.
Shaped like sharply cut apple slices.
Granny, what pretty red lips I have.
Red delicious.
Granny, what lovely skin I have.
Chomp, chomp. I ate her up. What can I say? Things look different when you're hungry. She was no Fuji or Crispin apple. In fact, to be honest, she was a bit rotten. But she was better than nothing.
Plus, I got dessert.